is for you guys. Feel like you can get what you want and manifest it as an inherent doubling presence of identity or the seldom state singularity. Not singularity per juxtaposed quality, but for elementary to what you are through echelon, intermediate, uh, associate, bachelor, like high level. It's not really high per se, depending on how you look at it. But it just depends. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But it's quite surreal, I would say. Working in this space called the TARDIS is quite unique because I get to fill my madness with quantum order, flux, quantum foam in the binary processor layers, contributing to other limits, the echelon binary to Yoon perspective, journeying through the wobbly time mechanism. How does it work? It's curvature, absolute curvature, but it's in a kind of like a higher frame differentiation of wobbliness of time. The mechanism is like amplitude or depending on how it's graphed. The wobbliness is actually, I would say, the 2D spectra for echelon gravity. Just treat wobbly, wibbly, wobbly as the 2D field because every single interpretation is the same for what it is. Hence, position moves, so the center constantly moves new positions. Quite intriguing how it works. Makes a consistent graph for forward propulsion through singular blank time in pause mode for HAO gaming for future tech for using that tag environment to multi aspect ratio the scalar roots of a ratio scale ratio height width depth or XYZ mapping XYX XYY YYY XXX port, but it's like that. So question is, how's everyone doing? We're in this space. Treat it like a space like we call conch. We're in the conch. And we're just thinking a lot. Walking, pacing, doing our own thing because in this modern day we're already losing space. In a sense. Maybe we're not, or maybe we are. But it's like that. Pay attention. It's a cyclic reference anchor. And understanding those inherent qualities and allowing a descriptor to describe actually creates a sense of balance for the next piece. So, inherent balance, totally double quality. So you're able to actually inference the lower realm, but I don't know if I'll ever listen because parts don't listen all the time. You need inherent trajectory, so you would have to use different positions as directory to move to new successors through mental overlay UI to cultivate second awakening, third awakening, fourth awakening for XP 101 system. Recursively going left to right or positional die LCR positioning for fractal cardinal system. It's like that. But let's go back to the space. Treat it as a space where you can be a part of it. Like, this thing starts on the internet, but it goes directly into an office. So inherently, in this position, when you look at this as like a movie, treat it as a movie per se, but it's movie you directly like reference, so you watch it and reflect and do studies on it. You calculate positioning in reference to what you're hearing, writing notes for the positional narrative, and talk, right? Chord, weights, transferring, balanced, wood, apparently. That's mod English. How it works is kind of intuitional, but it's matched to linguistic category. A lot of it's a bit more advanced mod English because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But I know one person got an S plus, 2 space O percent 200, almost a T grade. That was almost good. Forgot who that was. Probably, who knows? Probably was another person that's been organizing their data, or maybe I just made that up. Who knows? Don't take all this as literal, but we have to think about the nature of relationships with hypergamy and hypogamy system of rank and quality. We try to measure it on who will go higher in hotness or attractiveness or respect or emotion, but we kind of drop to a ratio of 20 to 80 for success. Some people have 80 to 20 success, but it's not like that either. It's ratio percentage, all over ratio percentage, and it determines on the complexity that arises. But it's a certain type of complexity that's supposed to be the mystery involved with it. But if it is totally understood, then it wouldn't be really there. There's a mystery on both sides, I would say. But yeah,